And welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. Today, we're doing something I haven't done in a while. We're doing a coin review. And this particular coin is one that I've heard a lot about, and it's one called Persistence. Now, this project is multifaceted, which means it's got a lot going on. It's a staking coin, it's a DeFi coin, it's a standard finance coin. It has liquidity pool. It does NFTs. It's pretty much a jack of all trades, and it's on multiple blockchains too. So it's a very interesting project. I've heard a lot about it for several months. I've heard about it, and I haven't talked about it ever before, but it's come up recently to my attention, and it has really good staking rewards. A little complicated to stake, but I'm not going to go into those details today. Today's just about the coin. So let's dig into the normal format that we used to do, that we did back in Altcoinopoly and for other coin reviews. But we're going to dig into the coin, what it's about. We're going to dig into the charts, and we're going to give it a general review on a scale of 1 to 5 and give some conclusions when I'm all done. So let's take a look at Persistence today. So let's take a stroll through the Persistence website before we talk about some of the other YouTubers that I use to get some more information. Persistence's website, persistence.one, talks about their protocol and what they're doing. The project is multi-dimensional. So they're building, first they built a Comdex, which is a trading platform. Then they're doing staking as a service, liquidity staking, interchain NFT marketplace using the IBC on Atomic, on the Cosmos blockchain, and several other things. So they're doing multiple things at once. They're staking, there's liquidity pools, they're taking DeFi and standard finance and merging those two. So to get more details on what they're doing and why this project is so interesting, I dug into a lot of different YouTube videos, as I like to do in several different ways. So there was a couple deep dives in the videos. I looked at, I think it's 6 or 7 different videos I looked at. Crypto Secret Circle did a little bit more on what Persistence is doing back in October, about a year ago, almost a year ago today. There's also a video by Persistence which talks about, it's only 4 minutes long, but it highlights 4 different people that I followed, and the Crypto Secret Circle is one of them. Box mining is another. That video is no longer available. That was here, so that went private. CryptoLark and Altcoin Buzz, and I'm going to share little clips of excerpts of those right now. So give me a moment here. So let me go to, so I had another video where this is the CEO of Persistence talking about what they're trying to build. It's 25 minutes long, but it's a good rundown of what they're building. This is his presentation from last December. But if I dig into the video, the 2 best videos are the clip from Altcoin, from Altcoin season, which is Lark Davis's video here back in November, where he highlights what they're doing. And let me share this little clip first, and then I'll go over to the video from Altcoin Buzz and just share this 4 or 5 minute clip, which I think is important to highlight because it ties something interesting, very, very interesting together. So first, here's Lark Davis.
Another space I see a lot of area for growth in is
and I'm going too fast because I like to play things too fast. So let's try again.
Another space I see a lot of area for growth in is NFTs, and there's 2 ways to invest in the NFT buying actual NFTs. I'm personally not really doing that in any serious way. I'm not like speculating on them or investing in the protocols. That's probably where the money will be most consistently made in the NFT space. Now my 2 picks for the NFT Virtua. These guys are working with some of the biggest film studios in the world, and the other is for the brands, and the other is Persistence, who is bringing things like shipping invoices to plug enterprises into DeFi. So very big use case right there.
So that's a good area to stop, and hopefully I got the right. I hope I don't have an echo on the video. If I do, I'll probably just re-record it. But Lark talks about shipping invoices as using traditional finance into DeFi. Very interesting use case, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. But first, let's hear a few minutes from Altcoin Buzz.
Well, main sort of goals is to bridge the gap between traditional finance and DeFi. So that kind of blows my mind because I feel like one's apples and one's oranges, as the saying goes. So how on earth do you guys plan to do that? What exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah. And so I've kind of alluded to this as well, right? So if you look at, traditional finance, so commodity trading is, one of the sort of oldest asset classes. I mean, commodities have been traded for, centuries. And, even trade financing. So, things like letters of credit, they've existed for a very long time. But again, these are financial products that are traded by a very small, population of the world, mostly institutional folks, because the barriers to entry are super high. Recently, there are certain family offices that have started getting into, trade finance as an asset class. So essentially, what we're doing, in terms of bringing, traditional finance to, DeFi, is sort of, facilitating, so essentially bringing trade finance as an asset class, to stablecoin holders. What does that mean? So essentially, with the explosion of stablecoin market cap, obviously we had, kind of over the summer this year, you had, 3-digit, 4-digit APYs on stablecoins, but that has kind of died down. And what people have started realizing is that, it is actually really tough to generate returns on, just stablecoins. And so in that sense, deploying into real world income generating assets, such as trade finance, which produces around 7 to 8% returns, becomes extremely attractive, especially in a zero interest environment or negative interest environment, as is the case with, most developed nations in the world. And so essentially what we're doing is sort of, creating different liquidity pools on the DeFi side where stablecoin holders can come in, supply liquidity, to different risk-based liquidity pools, where the liquidity that they're providing actually goes into financing, off-chain, trade financing activity essentially. So essentially, which is P2P invoice financing, where the seller has sold a good and is looking, but is only going to get paid 30 or 90 days from now, and so is looking for immediate liquidity. So trade financiers come in and give that liquidity to those guys. But essentially, stablecoin holders are just facilitating in this sort of permanent, capital pool formation. And so the reason why we chose trade finance is because, again, the cycles are short. It's knowing crypto people, trade finance or invoice financing works on a sort of 30 to 90 day cycle. But, over a period of time, longer term, this could easily be expanded to, other asset classes where you have a liquidity pool where stablecoin holders, pool in capital, where the underlying asset where the returns are being generated is, startups. But obviously with startups, you need to have a much longer horizon.
So I'll stop there for now, but that's a really interesting use case where it's doing invoice financing, and that's what Populous used to do. And now I noticed that other people are talking about, like Economic Ninjas is talking about it, and he's been digging into the invoices, and I'll link this video as well. But invoice financing for trucks, they're not getting paid now, so there's a liquidity crunch there. So with that, like normally a trucking company would get their invoices, they'd sell their invoice that they would be paid 30, 60, 90 days from now, get the money now up front, take a discount so they can have operating capital. That's drying up for them, those companies that used to fund those things. So now we're going to have a company like Persistence that's going to be able to do that through the blockchain and through cryptocurrency, and the DeFi traditional finance are merging. So that's just one of the use cases, and that's what's leading to Persistence being able to offer huge returns on their staking. I believe it's over 30% right now, and that's something that we're exploring that goes beyond this particular video, but that's it's all part of the very good use case that Persistence is offering right now. So I'm going to pause on the news right now. I'm going to link this video as well on how to delegate to an XPRT wallet, Persistence wallet. And you can see it's working with Cosmos, Kava, Terra, Polygon Matic. It's on the roadmap, and the returns are quite high. So I'm going to pause on that for now. We'll look at the charts, and then we'll go to the summary of this video for Persistence for today. So taking a look at Persistence and the charting, there's not a lot of charts for a coin that's relatively new on launch. So right now it's floating around between $7 or $8. And if I look at coin market cap, we can see that the coin is ranked 235, even though it's $7.50, which tells me that there's a limited supply of coins. If you look at the circulating supply, we have, well, the market cap is 400 million. Fully diluted market cap is more than double that, which means that this total supply is more than double of the circulating supply. All that says is right now that we have 53 million coins, which isn't many. and the most is ever going to be is 118 million, which also isn't many. For a lot of projects, obviously, Bitcoin and Litecoin, 21 million, 84 million, so you're about on par with that. But we're not at the price where, I mean, if persistence was $200, it would be comparable into the Litecoin range, but it's not there yet. So the charting is a little difficult with it. If I scroll down here, look at the chart, that's the daily chart. If I click the All button, you can see that the data only goes back until March, and it started at just around $3 to $4. All right, sorry about that. So, and it peaked up at 16, came back down, and then it jumped up to around 12. So it's kind of been oscillating. So it pretty much launched and shot up to 16, pulled back, did a nice bounce, and then came back and settled into the $7 or $8 range. So let me move over to the trading view. Well, let's keep walking through the charts here. So we got we have CoinGecko. Let's take a look at what that's talking about. It links to the website again, talks to the medium. Similar chart. This is the chart against Bitcoin, so it looks pretty similar. So now if I go over to trading view, this gets a little tricky. Stop this. And let's do a 3-month chart, because that's probably, no, it's going to have to be a 6-month chart. Really? Let's do a 1-year chart on a daily chart. So it goes back to this day. And this is on Huobi. Let's try a different exchange. I think we've got better on KuCoin. No, that goes back to September. Sendex goes back to, Sendex is really let's actually get more data. So let's look at that. So let's go to year to date. We'll scale it up. Get to see this real time, and you can see that it launched again. It launched, pretty much launched in the $3 range. I mean, it launched early on, and it spiked up. It spiked up in like the first month it existed before June, and it got all the way up to the $15, $16 range and came back. So it's been kind of oscillating back and forth. You can kind of say if this is an Elliott wave theory, we're kind of looking at, this would be a wave 1 and then a wave 2, and then the big push is wave 3. But we really don't see that now. You could extrapolate that, we're at, let's do that real quick, and we'll do a Fibonacci retracement. Fibonacci, there we go. Nope, that is not helping me. That's again, Fibonacci retracement. So there, to there, and yeah, so that's good. So now, if I scroll up again, so now we've got, I need to get rid of that other one. Delete, delete, try it one more time. Fibonacci retracement, we go from there to say there. There's your 1.6 and 2.6. So if we're really looking at a wave 3, I can pull this down here, then we should be targeting a 2.6. So drawing a horizontal line there. We can go, bam. All right. Target of 31. So it could be a 4x from here, roughly, if it gets to that point. If I go to the 1.6x, which could be more reasonable, make that line blue. That's 21. That's basically a 3x. So we're looking at a 3 to 4x, 20 to 30 bucks is the target. Now, the caveat here is look at the RSI. The RSI seems to be out of whack for going, but it's a stochastic RSI. It's not the normal RSI. Charting a coin that's this young is pretty difficult. You can see the volume is very, very low, except for the first few trading months, and that just is typical. So chart's not going to tell us much, but really is going to tell us is that looking at this is a project that is, here we go, back to Coinbase. It's coin number 235. If it gets a bump where the market cap is at 400 million, if I go back to the baseline of CoinMarketCap and I look at the top 100 and see what the entry point is, the top 100 coins are, let them populate a little bit. 100 million. So 1 billion. is the coin number 100. So 1 billion. So you're looking at it for the coin to get to 2.5x, which would put it at a 1 billion market cap. You'd be teetering on the top 100. So back to the chart again. 3x is the blue line. So if it gets into around 20, tops that 16 number. So pushing that 16 number would get it borderline of the top 100 if nothing else moved, but you're really looking for a 3 or 4x to really enter the top 100. So not a ton of can be derived from the charting yet. So you're really looking at the project and the fundamentals, and if you're liking what the fundamentals have to say about all of the diverse aspects of persistence, that tells you that this is a pretty good entry point, because looking at the chart, again, the lowest price we have since May is $5 to $6, and we're at 7.5 now. So if you like the project, it's at a reasonable entry point, and there seems to be a lot more upside than downside right now. So let's go on to our conclusion for persistence. So there you have it. It's persistence. That's the coin. The ticker is XPRT. The best place to get it is either KuCoin or Gate.io. Some of you may want to use a VPN for that. I'll leave that up to you. You can also go with my over-the-counter, which can also get it. They can quote it for you. You can get a really good quote on that. I will leave the link below for my my in the description, and also right down. It's in the description. But Coin Trading Company, use my link. The standard cost is 3.5% to get any coin, but try and find an over-the-counter that will get you persistence, and it's not that easy. But what's my take on this coin? Well, I liked what they're talking about in several different areas, and I highlighted the area that it talked about the accounts receivable, and what Populous, another coin I was talking about before, I used to do, which is like you're talking about like invoice, invoicing and getting money for invoices and selling invoices. That's a great application, a great use case, and that's just one of the things that they're doing. This product is it's pretty sharp. They have a lot going on. They're on the Cosmos blockchain. They're on other blockchains as well. They're using the IBC from Cosmos to be on multiple blockchains. That's a benefit to them. The amount of coins is relatively low. The market cap is modest, and it's outside the top 100, but it's knocking on the door in the top 200. So the Coinbase effect could be in play here, which is, I'll post that link up here. But what happens is that when a coin feels a bump, it can get a double bump, meaning that if it gets up to if it goes from the top 200 to the top 100, it gets onto the page 1 of Coin Market Cap. And then people will see that. And if it's a quick run up, then they sort things on Coin Market Cap by how fast things are running. A coin that jumps from, say, Coin 120 to Coin 95 will show a large percentage gain for that day, and will go right to the top of the list of people that they're looking for that sort of move from that particular day. So it's a good project, good staking rewards. I'll have to do a separate video on how to stake that. It's a little complicated, but it involves getting the persistence wallet and staking to a validator. That's beyond the scope of this particular video, but this is just about what my feelings on this coin. I like this project. I've heard a lot of people mention it, both other influencers, other reviewers, and our other YouTube channels, and also some intuitives are talking about this coin as well. So take note of it. It's worth checking out. I would give the coin, let's see, about a 4 out of 5 right now, mostly because of the staking rewards and also the multifaceted applications of this particular project. I think it's well worth taking, not financial advice, but if you're looking for a coin that's a little bit beyond the top 100, that has a lot of upside. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of upside because the coin is priced in the $8 range now. But if you look at the market cap, you can't just look at the price. You have to look at the market cap, which is the price times the number of coins. And the price times the number of coins has this coin outside the top 100, meaning that they don't have a lot of coins. That's why the price is relatively high compared to other coins that might be out of the top 100. So I like the project. I think it's well worth keeping an eye on, and potentially, if you want to take a swing at it, it's a potential home run. I think it's asymmetric and it has more upside than downside. So it's worth taking a shot. So that's my review of persistence. What do you think about the coin? Leave a comment down below, share some thoughts. Give me a like and subscribe as well. Share this video, but it really helps if you leave a comment as well. So share this out. Not many people talking to persistence lately. I think it's well worth a review, and I will probably be talking about how to stake it, and could be talking about a possible validator that we're setting up for certain people on a different video, maybe on my Patreon. So, but for now, this is my free video on XPRT, otherwise known as persistence. I'm going to close the drawer in the bureau. I'll see you next time.